Duena was in my fourth grade class the first year that I ever taught. She didn't live in one of the brand new housing developments around our school, but in a mobile home on a hill by itself. Duena often came to school with dirty hair, clothes that barely fit. She liked to start her morning by hugging her teacher and telling me how much she loved me. Unfortunately, this child had morning breath that could peel the paint off a wall. Duena's little brother was in kindergarten, and his teacher saw the same thing. A sweet child who came to school in the same clothes as yesterday, hair uncombed, needing a bath. My other students weren't unkind to Duena, but they didn't embrace her either. We're like that with people who seem different from us, aren't we? I didn't know what I could do or should do, so I went to the school counselor. And she set up a conference with Duena's parents, basically so we could rule out child neglect. When they arrived, I met a couple who adored their children. The father, can you guess what his name was? Dwayne. Said, I researched schools and found that this was one of the best districts around. So we scraped together enough money to buy that land, and our families gave us the down payment on the mobile home. Duena's mother said, she loves school and adores you, Mrs. Smith. After the meeting, the counselor told me I should ask the nurse to have a hygiene talk with Duena. So I did. A few days later, I was on morning bus duty, coincidentally with the kindergarten teacher that taught the little brother. She saw them first. Wow, look at that. And there they were, freshly showered. The little boy's hair was almost comically plastered to his head. Not a cowlick would dare to go. And they were clean every day afterward. About a week later, I got a phone call from the parent of another child in my class. She said they had some nearly new clothes that no longer fit her daughter, Natasha. Would Duena's family accept an anonymous gift? I didn't want to hurt these people's pride, but I knew I had to ask. So I did. I called and said I had a friend who had some nice clothes that I thought were Duena's size, and her mother said we'd love to have them. So a couple days later, Natasha and her mother came to my classroom with a huge box. Jeans and dresses and packages of brand new socks and underwear. Now, Tasha, the mother said, remember we talked about the other part of the gift for Duena? Can you tell Mrs. Smith what it is? And this 9-year-old angel looked up at me and said, I will never tell. We gave the clothes. Well, a few days after that, Duena and her mother came to my classroom. Duena opened the box. Oh, Mama, look, she said, holding up a turquoise sweater. Her mother smiled. Well, that's your favorite color, isn't it, baby? And Duena nodded and smiled the way we do when we're too overcome to speak. It's no exaggeration to say that Duena blossomed. She befriended everybody and became a class leader at our school. You know, they say it takes a village to raise a child. Duena had 2 loving parents, a wise school counselor, a skilled nurse, a compassionate classmate, and her caring mother, and one bewildered first-year teacher just trying to do her best. This all happened decades ago, but I stand here tonight still proud to have been part of Duena's village. Thank you.
Cindy Starr-Smith, thank you. Thank you. Keep it going for Cindy Shore-Smith, everybody.